5. I think when Andre enters in the third quarter, you guys are down 5. Immediately go on, I think, a 7-0 run. By the time he leaves in the fourth quarter, you guys are up 7. Just kind of what did you think of the way that his energy helped flip the game?
No, I mean, he made big time plays. He's a big time player, man. He was a winner in college. Has a motor like I haven't seen in a long time. Imposes his will on the game. I mean, he just made big time plays. He made winning plays. That's who Dre is. So, I think it was his first double-double. We needed, every rebound. He has 6 offensive rebounds. He's guarding the best player on the other side. So he's shaping into being, a really, really special player in this league.
I think Chris is 5 of 5 in the fourth quarter, 13 points, 5 assists. Just what did you see from him to kind of take you guys?
No, Chris was huge. We needed every single point. Chris is Chris. That's what he does. Especially in the fourth quarter, he gets a rhythm. He gets going, and I thought he was, having him on the floor as a general. And he's calling plays. He's getting us in the right spot. Made some big time shots. So. Chris was phenomenal tonight. Giannis was phenomenal. Dame was great. I thought we played some really good basketball. There were some stretches where, obviously we have to be better on defense, but there were some times where we were able to get some stops as well. So it's something to improve on. It's just can't take any possessions off. You got to play, the full 24 seconds. You got to, box out, limit them to 1 rebound. But there were some things to build on.
I guess sort of off that, at the first quarter, I think Dame had a dozen in the first quarters. What, as Golden State's kind of hanging tough, how important was it that he was sort of aggressive again, second straight night, and to kind of set a tone for you?
Yeah, when Dame's, when he's aggressive, we kind of go as he goes, He gives us that kind of confidence, and he's starting to feel, you could tell he's starting to feel a lot more comfortable out there. I think he and Giannis and Chris and, Brooke, they're finding a rhythm. But they have to fight for it. You have to it's not going to be handed to us. We got to fight for our spacing. We got to fight for our execution. And when we do that, we're elite. We had 33 assists tonight. So I just love how we play for each other. The ball was hopping. We were making the right plays. Giannis had 33 points, but he's always, still making the right play, and so, that's important. It's important for the spirit of the team when we're playing for each other.
Before the game, you had talked about, being prepared for whomever on the scouting report and how, younger players maybe who don't play very much could have an opportunity. What, you guys made it tough for Wiggins and Thompson, but as they got deeper into the bench, Podziemski is 10th start ever, what did that group kind of do against you?
Yeah, all? I mean, the lefty was crafty. I love lefties because, I'm a lefty, so I got a special place for all lefties. And, he's crafty. He can shoot the 3, made some tough finishes around the basket. I also think, though, it's important, to start the game that you don't give those guys any confidence. We let them hit a couple shots. You see the ball go in. You want to jump on them early. But give him credit. He played a tremendous, really great job off the bench. I think Jackson played, well. They all played well. They made it a tough ball game. They easily could have laid down. But they got championship caliber players over there. They made it extremely competitive, but I thought, we took care of business tonight, and then we just have to get ready. And it's a quick turnaround to get ready for Sacramento.
What you see, or maybe what you like about Dame's just activity defensively tonight?
It's tough because we asked a lot out of Dame. He has to carry the load offensively, he and Giannis, but in order for us to achieve what we want to achieve, we have to put the effort into the defensive end. And he's one of our leaders, and, he set the tone. He's pressuring the ball. He's riding over the top of screens and fighting through screens, talking, communicating. I don't make the rules when it comes to winning. It takes what it takes. It takes a lot. But if we're willing to do that, we're going to be in a good position here in the postseason.
Hey, Griff, going back to your comments about like the team kind of rallying together, I'm curious, what do you think that your vets have learned from your younger guys and vice versa this season? Just because we talk a lot about how different the NBA is these days.
I don't know if our vets have learned. I'm not sure. That probably they could answer that, but I do believe that they have a great appreciation for what the younger guys are doing. Just how hard they're playing. Like I could hear them talking. I could hear them in timeouts. I see Giannis and Chris and Dame pulling Dre over and helping him, Brooke helping him. So that's all. That's the cool part of it. And we need everybody. And I think just the way Dre plays is inspiring for sure. It's super inspiring, and I think our players appreciate how hard. And it's contagious. You're right. Like when he starts, playing so hard and making plays, it ignites us. Same way with Bobby when he comes in, and he plays with so much heart and soul. That ignites us as well. So, we're right, kind of where we should be as far as we continue to build our chemistry with each other, continue to understand what goes into our preparation, continue to understand how hard we have to play. And that's kind of my main message is every possession, there's just a certain amount of effort and hard work that you got to put into it. And when you do that, man, we're going to be sitting pretty good. And when you don't, then you leave it up to chance. It could go either way. Now it's a ball game, and when you leave it up to chance, anything can happen. But if we take care of business and come out, establish ourselves, especially on the defensive end, obviously we put a lot of good things in our favor.
What improvements in communication have you seen from your team over these last few days or games?
Well, I think it just, especially in the timeouts about our coverages and defense and understanding that we're going to win with defense. We're very talented on the offensive end, and when we execute, when we fight for our spacing, and we do the little things like we will score, but defensively, now it comes down to following the game plan, knowing our opponent's tendencies. You want to put as many things in your favor, right? You got to know tendencies, know the game plan, rebound. Box out, doing all the little things. And those things add up over the course of 48 minutes. And we started to do it. There were some lapses there, but I like the focus on the defensive end.